we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. Today's starting pitcher, Luis Gil. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, Boone, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
John Birdie in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
No, that's a ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Next offering is fouled back. One out, bases empty. Check swing, and he went. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground right side, and that one handled. Fires over to first, and there's 2 down. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Tucker launched a homer in his most recent game. Good job to fight that one off. 2 outs, base is empty. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. And we're back. And the pitcher for this one, Matthew Boyd. What's the scouting report on him?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Chisholm tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And no swing, says Jerry Hillsdale. Chisholm checks his swing, appeal to third, and he held up. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, mowing away with some good action at the end. Even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. It features a great veteran presence, Juan Soto.
We are watching one of the greatest hitters that has ever lived. You're talking about a career OPS over 1,000. Think of the other names in the conversation with this guy. Rogers Hornsby, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox, Ted Williams, Babe Ruth. Just amazing.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order. We played an inning, no score. New inning getting started. Now the Cubs' four-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Heel, a 6'2" righty, 185 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it to first. And quickly one away in the second. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
The left fielder, number 8,
Ian Happ up to hit. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a Gold Glover. And there's a foul ball.
Yeah, and wins that Gold Glove as a left fielder, and it's a guy that was a pretty good center fielder as well. But you know, one of the things for him is just being able to be in the same spot every day. I think it increases the comfort level and allows that athletic ability to really shine.
Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Michael Bush.
2 down, base is empty. Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Fastball for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That's a ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. Cubs are down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in New York, we head to the bottom of the second. So now the Yankees clean up here. Aaron Judge. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of the StatCast treatment, Singy.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast absolutely lives for these moments. You know, it's so cool to get that kind of data back almost instantly.
So Harper stands in, and that one lifted in the air center field. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting 6th, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit, so he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on, when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
The 1-2. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Judge on the run. And it's through for a hit. Throw into third. And it throws offline, safe at third.
He was all over that one. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Now at the plate, Yainer Diaz. And that's fouled off. Runners at the corners, one away. Here in game one of this three-game set. Runner on the go again. There's a ball.
One ball.
Throw to second, and he's out.
Kind of a gamble right there. They're trying to stay out of the inning-ending double play possibility, but now 2 outs, and it gets a little tougher to drive in the run from third.
Just missed.
Outside.
Judge at third with 2 away. Grounds one to short. Swanson. That is the inning. The Yanks leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Heel back to work. Just missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And a swing and a miss.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
Just missed.
One ball. One strike.
That one fouled off. And the right-hander deals. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. No hits over his last 5 games.
top of the zone for a called strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Ball one.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Ball.
That one missed.
Really good
2-2.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Struck him out without a swing. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Welcome back as we
Leading
take a
off
check
for
of the
the
current
Yankees,
standings.
the designated hitter, Jackson Merrill.
That one lifted to left. Hat makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting 9th, the center fielder,
Brandon Doyle stepping in now for the
Doyle.
Yankees. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hat makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 13, second baseman,
Back to the top of the lineup, Jazz Chisholm
Jr.
Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Struck out swinging his first time. Ball 1, no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
And a swing and a miss there. Still tied at
1-1.
0, last of the 3rd. That's
Ball
off the
2.
inside corner, and that's ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Hand up
Timeout.
as he asks for time at the plate.
Ball 3.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Jose Ramirez on deck for the Yankees. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Yankees. And we are still scoreless. Let's check out some
Leading
notable
off the
Cy Young
cup,
candidates
the
so far
second
this
baseman,
year.
Nico Horner.
That clips the corner. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, John Birdie.
John Birdie at the plate. Grounded out his first time. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
The Cubs yet to pick up a hit here. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
1-2.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And that one fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. And the Cubs are down in order. Still no score. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Jose Ramirez.
And a foul ball. Next offering misses. 1-1. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into left field. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th. We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand, no problem.
Here's Juan Soto. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
Inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. It's Aaron Judge now. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Off the mark there, and the count even 1-1. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Golden opportunity right here. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. His 46th of the year. And they take the lead. It's 3-0. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
One down. Here's Francisco Lindor. First offering, and it just misses. Yankees up by 3. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's
Now
hard to bring that to a halt
York
once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Foul ball. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Ready now for the 5th inning. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And it hits the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
You know, these Cubs, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Suzuki stands at second with no outs. In the air, center field. Doyle sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. Well, he tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Busch.
Michael Busch digs in now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that drops in for a strike. One away with a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one misses. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Busch checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And that's going to be ruled a swing.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
And that misses. And that's ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs with a runner at third. The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Another inning in the books, but the perfect game couldn't survive it. Yankees 3 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. First
Ball
pitch
outside.
doesn't find the zone. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Julian Merriweather up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Thielbar also getting ready.
Come on, Yankees!
Fastball for a strike.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Inside.
2-2.
Now 2-2. Good eye in that
that's a ball.
spot.
Wow, that's a tough pitch
Full
to
count.
lay off.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, center fielder, Brenton
Brenton Doyle stepping in now for the Yankees. Fly to left his first time. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Doyle,
No
a
ball.
multi-gold
One
glove
strike.
award winner, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th
Ball.
round back in 2019. 1-1 now. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and they
Got him.
get
That's
the
out.
out.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
So the batting order
Jr.
turns over. Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next to hit. And the
Ball.
first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Two down, nobody on. Not
2-1.
even close there. And the count 2-1. Into the outfield, base hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Matthew Boyd out of the game. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Julian
Cubs,
Merriweather taking
number
over on the mound.
66.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for
Julian
quality pitches out of him right
Merriweather.
here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So up next, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 2. First
Ball,
pitch
no.
just misses. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Drops into the glove, and that's the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, but they lead at 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now here's a
Center
speed
fielder,
threat.
number 4,
Outfielder Pete Crow
Crow
Armstrong.
Armstrong.
Heel back to work. And he hits a ground ball right side. Harper takes it himself. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. Struck out looking his first time.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
No ball.
He's been going
2
after
strikes.
these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
1-2 now. hit in the air left field. Soto hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Nico.
So the lineup flips over.
Horner.
Here's Nico Horner. 0 for 2 in this one. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball 1. And that one is inside.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Swing and a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So a man at first. And next for the Cubs, John Birdie. He's been a great free agent sign. Check swing, called strike. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Just missed.
1 ball.
Yeah,
1
and the
strike.
domino effect of that is run.
Horner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Got him. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Yankees 3 and the Cubs nothing. Back for more from the Bronx. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Juan Soto. First pitch misses. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Ryan Presley up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Check swing, called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They tried to get him to chase on a slider, down and away.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Some high cheese for strike 3.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Aaron.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Breaking ball inside. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside low, and the count is 2-0. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
1 down, base is empty. Way out front for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one is upstairs. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to
Now
it.
batting,
And I'm sure
the
he'd love
first
another
baseman,
swing at it
Ryan.
because It was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Here comes Bryce Harper. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
And ball one. There's a strike. And that one missing low. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. No runs, no hits, no errors. Seventh inning coming up. Yankees 3 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Tucker.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Jazz tosses to first, and Tucker is retired.
Now batting, designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what the pitcher wants.
The Cubbies trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
2-2.
Fly ball to right. Judge. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 up, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
And up next for Chicago, Ian Happ. Swing and a foul straight back. He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs. Happ lays off.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Busch.
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And there's a strike. Popped in the air, left field. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Cubs. Still down 3-0.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number
Ryan
55.
Presley.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in,
Leading
Francisco
off for the
Lindor.
Yankees, The
With this
shortstop,
kind of lead, he can
Francisco
swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park,
Lindor.
do what he loves to do.
And fires in a fastball at 95.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Happ moving under it. Makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, catcher, Yainer.
And here's the catcher,
Diaz.
Yainer Diaz. He's grounded out a couple of times.
Here we go, Yanks.
And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-0. Upstairs. And that one in the air center field. Crow Armstrong under it. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
In now is the Yankees DH, Jackson Merrill.
And still looking for that hit to keep this streak going, and this might be his last shot at it, Boog.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit, and a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat, but man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over. So it's there, at least in the back of your mind.
Let's go, Yankees.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Oh, and 2 now. Good eye right there.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 1 hit, 1 left. We look ahead to inning number 8. Yankees 3 and the Cubs nothing. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, ready to begin the 8th. Swanson digs in.
Now pitching
Hunter
for the Yankees,
Gaddis gets the call from the pen.
number 33.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
On the inside corner for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in. Running that good fastball up on the hitter's inside. If nothing else, it keeps him from diving out over the plate to get those arms extended on the pitch away.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete
Crow Armstrong now at the plate.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And first offering is fouled off. Gaddis, the tall righty, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Strike 2. Bases empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Swing and a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. There's the strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail it here, 3-0.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher
Cubs,
coming on, the veteran,
number
Caleb
24.
Thielbar.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And stepping in for the
Leading up
Yankees,
for the
Jazz
Yankees,
Chisholm
the
Jr.
second baseman,
1 for 3.
Chisholm Jr.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Happ makes the grab, 1 pitch and 1 out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Jose Ramirez getting ready to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Tucker makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, Juan
2 outs, base is empty.
Soto.
And up next for New York, Juan Soto. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Let's go, Yankees!
Cut on and lifted in the air. And that will end the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. So here's Horner now.
Horner.
Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Mason Miller. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Mason Miller.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Miller, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
And now, John Birdie. Right through there for a strike.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the ninth. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
That's out to center field. Doyle on the move. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Tucker, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
Up and in. Yeah, that's ball 2.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Got him swinging. Now only 1 out remaining. And next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. The pit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one finds the corner, and the count is 0-2. Miller is just 1 strike away. The 0-2.
Ball 1.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long